please, we have speech. Thank you, sir. Honorable Dr. Lucy Acheampong Abrade in Ayarisano, Ebano.
The representative of the President of the Soko Traditional Council, the President of the Tain Divisional Council, Honorable Member of Parliament, Nananom, Honorable Presiding Member, Honorable Assembly Members, Departmental Heads, Representative of Honorable Member of Parliament, hard-working teachers, men and women of the security services, political and religious leaders, students and pupils, invited guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, I'm highly elated for this great opportunity to stand before this important assembly on an occasion like this, when we celebrate our independence. No gathering can be dear to us than this, when we pay homage to our forefathers who toiled for our liberation. Let me first of all extend to you all warm greetings from His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana. At the Polo Grounds in Accra, 60 years ago, a new Ghana was born to us by our forefathers, whose cutting-edge sacrifice and total commitment fueled our freedom and emancipation. That's why we have paraded here to celebrate our enviable gains over the years and re-energize ourselves for the huge task of safeguarding our democracy. There is every cause to count our blessings and to be thankful to God for the leadership of our country. To my teachers, students, and pupils, thank you for making my day. You are looking so colorful, elegant, and smart. I wish I could take a photograph with each and every one of you. The dream of hope, prosperity, freedom, and justice that characterize independence has really rekindled those dreams of a better Ghana that stirred our forefathers to victory. Let me express my joy and gratitude to all gathered here for being partakers of this historic feat. The joy and alacrity with which all strayed here in your numbers in the face of all difficulties is highly encouraging and profound. Today is going to be a historic, just like any other independence celebration. I am proud you are a part of this enviable and symbolic feat. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot behave like the proverbial ostrich. Assume that all is well in the heat of the challenges confronting us as a nation. We still have a lot of developmental deficits, but we have every cause to throw away our inhibitions, glorify the Lord, and sing loud and clear the gains that we have made. We have placed our foot stiff on the pedal to arrest the road facing us all. On assumption of office, the Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's government sought to give meaning to our independence by weaning itself from foreign aid to have a viable and buoyant economy that was capable of redeeming the Ghanaian from untold hardships and the shackles of poverty and deprivation. Let's all keep our hands to the wheel to save the future for ourselves and generations unborn. This is the reason we have to observe this anniversary in the spirit of festivity, jollity, and merriment, as well as in the spirit of national self-appraisal and stock-taking for the future. Such appraisal can't be simply forgotten after the day is over. Our success story within these 5 years has to be echoed for all to hear. The government has brought about a sound economic recovery that has improved the standard of living in the country. The COVID-19 pandemic virtually brought a halt to the world economy. Our government has had to take bold decisions, which sometimes look harsh, but will definitely revive our ailing economy. This brings to mind the much talked about electronic levy, or simply e-levy. Let us embrace it as a panacea to solving most of our numerous economic challenges. The thematic focus of today's parade is working together, bouncing back better. Our forefathers declared independence on 6 March 1957 on the wheels of optimism, sacrifice, and unity. On assumption of office in January 2017, His Excellency Nana Odudankwa Akufo-Addo made a loud call for all of us to be citizens and not spectators to grind our developmental agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, that clarion call is still being given a new lease. To ensure optimum growth, there should be a strong collaboration between everyone across the political divide to promote a stronger democracy, inclusive governance, and the socio-economic aspirations of all. We stand to gain a lot if we can work together to harness huge political in all critical sectors of the economy. This government's resilience at national reconstruction and laudable efforts at streamlining and simplifying governance systems, practices, procedures of administration, all towards reforming the Ghanaian economy, should resonate among every citizen. This underscores the importance of building bridges among ourselves, discharge our constitutional duties to benefit current and future generations. I must admit that Ghana is currently in some discomfort, but all is not lost. This is because government is putting in place policies and programs and values that will enable us to move steadily into our journey of development in freedom. For a government that believes in freedom in a liberal state, a commitment to free enterprise and private initiative, the ground is fertile for a successful takeoff. Let us commit ourselves to the true ideals of patriotism that are embedded in our history. We must renew our commitment to the relentless journey of selfless dedication to to service in supreme interest of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, especially those of us in leadership, we must use this solemn gathering to reflect on our roles as agents of development, to reflect our performance and assess our values and recalibrate ourselves to ensure our continuing relevance as people committed to building a better Ghana. Our aim is to help develop innovative ways of ending poverty, unemployment, and conflict to ensure an open and inclusive platform for the young people of this country. The greatest asset any country can bequeath to its teeny youth is human resource development. A reason we are preventing a society of hopelessness and instability for our youth. Today, enrollment in our senior high schools have increased tremendously. Ladies and gentlemen, the sheer number gathered here amplifies our success story. Government is committed to tackling classroom and dormitory deficits that have been associated with the implementation of the free senior high school program head-on. Expansion works are ongoing in most of our schools in the form of classroom blocks, sanitary facilities, dormitories, among others. It's education that can help us eradicate poverty and ignorance and provide an avenue for the future. I know with our right political commitments and adequate fund allocation, our young men and women can fulfill their dreams, and that will lead to effective transformation of our districts and Ghana. Government is already pursuing a policy direction that is an enterprise-driven economy to generate jobs for our youth. We shall continue to strengthen the links between education and job market stakeholders to provide access to finance, skills, and methods for young entrepreneurs so that the private sector will be hugely resourced. For this reason, an intervention called U-Start will be introduced in April to ease the unemployment burden on the youth. It is an initiative to provide a solution to the unemployment challenge. I task our youth to take advantage of it when it is rolled out. You are key stakeholders in the development agenda. Now bouncing back better, this government on assumption of office introduced a chunk of social intervention programs that were aimed at giving the youth of our country to lay a solid foundation for the future. They were to elevate the voice of the teeming youth of this country by equipping them to be self-reliant amid the economic hardship that has characterized the country. These interventions have gone a long way to lessen some of the challenges we have. Government is already doing well to promote and resource the youth to unlock the challenges and opportunities for youth employment. Our aim is to help develop innovative ways of ending poverty, unemployment, and conflict to ensure an open and inclusive platform for young people of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, managers of the economy are showing exemplary leadership and commitment in tackling our challenges head-on, as well as dedication to service to reduce challenges. We can't exchange the peace we have in our district for anything. Conflicts have torn apart many viable economies in the sub-region. Let us safeguard our peace and not engage in anything that could stir passions among us. While admonishing you all to live in peace, let us report wrongdoers to the police. We live with some of the miscreants in our communities. I must say, Ayiko Tonanano of the 3 traditional councils in the district, namely the so-called Bedu Segwa, as well as the Tain Divisional Council, for their support to the District Security Council for a good job done in protecting our peace. There is a new dawn of hope, as already a breeze of togetherness is behoving in our district. I task the media to exercise utmost circumspection in their reportage and not make their platforms a breeding grounds for divisive discourse. There are examples of how irresponsible journalism has ruined the foundation of many countries in Africa. Let us remember that we live in peace before the coming of political parties. The media is very pivotal in sustaining our democracy, but when unguarded, it can be a bone in our throats. Ladies and gentlemen, on this historic day of our 65th Independence Day celebration, we must all be endowed with the spirit of patriotism in our quest to contribute our quota to the progress and prosperity of the Tain district. We have laid a solid foundation and a greater hope for all. Let us contribute our best, each in his own way, to the success of Mother Ghana. We are supposed to celebrate this day with pomp, but we can't overlook this awful COVID-19 pandemic. That's why we have to enjoy ourselves in a muted way. But as it may be, everyone who subscribes to the values of patriotism will be able to say that Ghana is on the right path to prosperity. As we march here, we are marching into the future with hope. We have to bend our backs to the task ahead and play our roles effectively to consolidate our achievements in the face of our challenges and build further upon firm and strong foundations. Let us have the courage to expose wrong and the humility to accept sacrifice and the patience to build together and bounce back in earnest. Let us all, through responsible and cooperative effort, work for our prosperity and progress of Ghana. I've never doubted our ability to succeed. I have the greatest conviction that next year, when I meet you here, we shall be celebrating our ultimate achievements and crowning glory.